the WNBA, including remarks made earlier this week by Napheesa Collier. First, let me read this. You saw it in my statement, but I have the utmost respect for Napheesa and for every single player in our league. They are at the center of everything we do. I was disheartened to hear that some players feel the league and me personally do not care about them or listen to them. And if the players in the W don't feel appreciated and valued by the league, then we have to do better and I have to do better. We know how great these players are on and off the court, how much they mean to our league, our fans, and our communities. If they don't feel that, I will do everything I can to change that. No one should ever doubt how deeply I care about this league, this game, and every single player who makes the WNBA what it is. So we value feedback, we listen to criticism, we remain committed to engaging in the difficult but necessary conversations that all.
But why now though? Why now? Why you coming out expressing that you care now though? I mean, you can come out and do this press conference. That doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. Action shows. Like, words is one thing. Actions, it's all about the actions. I don't think she cares much about the players. I've heard many players say Cathy Engelbert don't respect them. She don't think they're intelligent enough. I don't think Napheesa Collier lied about nothing she said. I'm gonna play the rest of this though, because this is my first time hearing it. I didn't get a chance to hear it. We was doing the game, so
ultimately make us all stronger and better. As it relates to officiating and gameplay on the court, we hear the concerns, we take them seriously. Our game is faster, featuring more talent, and the game is more competitive than ever before. And with that evolution, game rules, interpretation, and officiating has to keep pace. Every major sport goes through this, evolve, officiating adapts, standards shift. Alongside the growth of the game, the WNBA is no different. At the conclusion of the season, as we do every year, the league's competition committee will meet to evaluate the state of the game, which includes game rules, officiating, and player safety on the court. The Players Association and players, as always, are invited to engage. Also, beyond that, we are establishing a multi-stakeholder task force, call it like a state of the game committee, inviting player voices and other stakeholders to that table to ensure that our officiated platform evolves in step with the growth of the league. We'll have more details on that in the coming weeks. And referees and their work serve the game. That service at the highest level requires alignment with its stakeholders to perform and be held accountable to that performance based on that alignment. I think it's pretty clear that we're misaligned currently on what our stakeholders want from officiating. We have heard loud and clear that we have not lived up to that needed alignment, and that attention and change is needed to serve the WNBA to the level of excellence that is not currently being met in the various stakeholders' eyes. There are no greater stakeholders than our players. Their voice is integral to the alignment that is required for good officiating, and we look forward to including their perspectives on how our staff can better serve the game moving forward. So through the competition committee and the state of the game committee.
Yeah, but she mentions, all this stuff goes on other leagues. No, it don't. Not like this. Not like this. I mean, the WNBA. I mean, it's a lot of things need to be addressed. There's a lot of people not doing their jobs. A lot of people shouldn't even have a job. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people in position right now, they're not even qualified to have a job. They got a job based off of who do they know, relationships. I'm just being honest with you.
I've mentioned, we will take a hard look at what the proper line should be for good, aggressive play that we recognize has evolved into rough play, and how to calibrate the line for legal and illegal contact to ensure player safety and exciting competition. We owe it to the players, our fans, and the next generation to keep building a movement that not only showcases the best athletes in the world, but also inspires millions who dream of following in their footsteps. That's the mission. That's the heart of the WNBA. And that's what unites us all, players, coaches, fans, and partners in pushing this game forward. We all love this game immensely. Together, we've made incredible progress. We've eclipsed previous records. We've expanded our footprint, and we've bolstered the position of our league. And since I know you will ask me about the CBA, I want to briefly cover this. We continue to meet and have important conversations with the Players Association. I want to reiterate that we want much of the same things that the players want. We want to significantly, and I mean significantly, increase their salary and benefits, while also supporting the long-term growth and viability of the WNBA. We have made proposals to that end. We have been meeting regularly throughout the summer and playoffs, and we will continue to negotiate in good faith until we get a transformative deal done. So in closing, these finals mark the end of what has been a landmark season for the WNBA, a season defined not just by the remarkable play on the court, but by the passion, the investment, and the belief in what this league can become. There is still much work to do, and we welcome that work because the WNBA has always been about building something bigger than the game itself. And we know the best way forward is together. And one last item, a big shout out to my team. I am so blessed to be working with so many amazing colleagues at the league office. When I came in, we had very few people working in the W. Now we have hundreds working tirelessly on behalf of the league and the players, and thousands if you include the teams. I have so much gratitude in times like this for how great our team is and how hard they work. They are the best in women's sports, for sure, and they have shined over the last couple of years with their broad capabilities, innovative thinking, stellar execution, and endless passion for doing their best for players in this game. With that, I'm happy to take your questions.
All right, we'll begin. Cathy, if you would, third row to your left.
Hey, Cathy, Doug Feinberg, the Associated Press. There's a lot to unpack in that statement you just said there. So try to give something quickly here. Two-parter. One is CBA deadline is the 31st of October. Are you expecting to be done then or maybe have an extension? The second part is the Connecticut Sun sale. You didn't address it all in your thing. Where does that stand potentially of having that team either stay in Connecticut or go somewhere else?
So on the October 31st deadline, we're working really hard. Have a couple of meetings just next week. We had one this week, working really hard to exchange proposals and make some progress. And, you know, while I hope we make the October 31st deadline, and that is a real deadline from that perspective, we have extended deadlines in the past. I know last time when I was only a couple of days on the job, we got to an extension and got a deal done that was progressive at the time. So again, I feel confident that we can get a deal done, but if not, I think we could do an extension. And you know, I don't think, you know, hopefully that the Players Association and we will continue to work hard between now and the end of the month. On Connecticut, the tribe continues to evaluate its strategic options as it relates to what they want to do as far as continuing as majority owners, selling minority investments, selling the entire team. So we receive periodic updates from them, but there's no decision been made yet from their perspective on how they're strategically looking at their next steps.
Cathy, next question. Standing to your right.
Hi, Cathy. Malika Andrews, ESPN. I just wanted to get some clarity on some of the specifics that Napheesa Collier said about your conversation that you had that was previously private. Did you in fact say that, quote, players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the rights deal that I got them?
There's a lot of inaccuracy out there through social media and all this reporting. And so I think what's most helpful is to focus on, I have been in touch with Napheesa. We've exchanged texts. We're talking next week. So I think obviously a lot of reporting, a lot of inaccuracy about what I said or what I didn't say. And I will tell you, I highly respect the players. There's a lot of emotion and passion going on right now because we're in collective bargaining. We're in the WNBA finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened.
Did you say it yes or no? I could have sworn she asked her a question. And hold on, let me go back for a second. Hold on.
Deal that I got them.
There's a lot of inaccuracy out there through social media and all this reporting.
ESPN. I just wanted to get some clarity on some of the specifics that Napheesa Collier said about your conversation that you had that was previously private. Did you in fact say, quote, players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the rights deal that I got them?
Right.
There's a lot of inaccuracy out there through social media and all this reporting. And so I think what's most helpful is to focus on, I have been in touch with Napheesa. We've exchanged texts. We're talking next week. So I think obviously a lot of reporting, a lot of inaccuracy about what I said or what I didn't say. And I will tell you, I highly respect the players. There's a lot of emotion and passion going on right now because we're in collective bargaining. We're in the WNBA finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. You know, I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by.
Did you say
events,
yes or
and
no,
so all
man?
I'll say is just, you know, it's obviously been a tough week, and I just think there's a lot of inaccuracy out there.
Absolutely respect that piece of it. I did want to follow up though and ask, I think the growing sentiment around the league, right, is that players, they feel that the right leadership isn't in place right now in the league office. So do you feel that you're still the right voice and expect to continue to be commissioner beyond this CBA?
Yeah, I certainly, that's another inaccurate statement out there that everybody reads and takes clickbait on. Obviously, I've never been a quitter. I'm entering my 40th year, actually this month in business. Never been a quitter, never shied away from tough situations. I think leadership, the cream always rises to the top. And I've always been someone who believes in the fact that we have, if there's things we need to fix, we're going to fix them. If there are things the players have a perspective on that they don't like that we're doing or I'm doing, we'll fix them, Malika. So I think there's a point in time when obviously there's a lot of, and I said emotion, passion, whatever you want to call it, about what's going on right now. The league has grown enormously over the last 5 years. It's incredible what these players have done day in and day out, and they deserve all the credit. But as I said, my staff and staff of the teams and the owners in this league have made tons of investments to get to where we are today. And so I'm not going to shy away. I'm the commissioner of this league, the leader of this league. I think we've accomplished a lot, but we have a lot more hard work to do. There's so many more things we can do together, and I hope that the players see that. And I'm certainly, you know, looking forward to meeting with them in the off season as we get to the next league.
It's the political correct thing to say. I hate press conferences, y'all. I really do. She's not really answering any questions direct. I'm like directly like yes or no. She's not really giving no explanation. She's just saying the political correct thing, man. Like, so I believe Fee told the truth, bro. I do. I don't think Fee made none of this stuff up. You know, she trying to make it seem like Fee lying. No, it's not inaccurate. Sounds this. I believe the players. I do. I'm siding with the players. I believe the players are telling the truth. You got a league full of players saying similar things. I heard many players say that you play on their intelligence. You don't think they're smart business women. I done heard some. I think it was Gabby Williams says that she don't think these are smart business women in the league. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of things being said, and I was pointed back to Cathy Engelbert. She don't respect her players. What made her do this? If you ask me, Adam Silver. She had to come out and address this before the finals because at some point she's going to have to show her face. She's going to give out awards, and she don't want to get in the backlash. She don't want it to be awkward. So I think Adam Silver put her up to this. And by the way, Adam Silver is responsible for Cathy Engelbert being the commissioner of the league. He has the power to remove her. He does. He has the power. I'm going to check out the rest of this, y'all. But look, so far, Cathy Engelbert basically denying, she playing crazy, really. That's what I think. She's playing crazy. she basically making it seem like what Fee said was not true. I'm gonna watch the rest of it, give y'all my thoughts. Make sure y'all hit the like button. New to the channel, subscribe. I'm out of here.